If your WordPress site matters, your host matters. You can have rock-solid, fast, and secure WordPress hosting for a fraction of what you pay for your cable bill. WP Engine can increase your conversions and protect your WordPress site from hackers. Learn more at wpengine.com/LYW. This is Love Your Work. The show will help you find the clues that will lead you to your calling. I hope you're enjoying the new music. This is episode number 50 of Love Your Work, and so it's a good time for new music. This is More Streets by Spiderflower. It's like spider, but with a Z. I'm David Cadvey, and welcome to the 50th episode of Love Your Work. We've been at this for almost a year now, and I've learned so much from my conversations with Jason Fried, Ryan Holiday, Dr. Terry Walls, Laura Roeder, former AOL CEO Steve Case, Noah Kagan, and so many more. And remember, Dan Ariely is coming up next week, and James Altucher is coming soon. I have to say, it's an amazing feeling looking at the download graph for the show and seeing how much the show has grown over the last 50 episodes. On launch day, we had about 500 downloads for an episode, and now new episodes get as much as 1,300 downloads on launch day. Episode 1 with Jason Fried has more than 7,000 downloads, and we have well over 150,000 downloads total now, climbing closer each day to that 200,000 mark. And this sounds like it's just a bunch of numbers, but when I think about those numbers, I think about you. You're at the gym, or you're at work, or you're on the bus, or you're eating breakfast, and you're listening to these interviews, and you're listening to these lessons, and you're thinking about how it all relates to your own life, and your own work, and your own legacy. And you're just one person. And that alone is an amazing thing. Now imagine one more person. And imagine 5 more people. Or imagine 100 more people. That's amazing. But thousands of people. I mean, it's hard to get your head around what that really is. Thousands of people. So thank you for sticking with me and for listening to what I have to say. And I hope that it helps you see things differently in some way. And sorry that rhymed. It just kind of happened. By the way, the show has grown, but it's still a very well-kept secret. By contrast, Tim Ferriss's podcast averages nearly 500,000 downloads an episode, whereas Love Your Work doesn't even average 5,000. I mean, I would love to average 5,000 downloads an episode. So, do you enjoy this show more than 1/100th as much as you enjoy Tim's? I hope at least that much, so please share it with your friends. Thank you. In this episode, I share some thoughts about the future of what it will mean to be productive. Being productive isn't just about getting things done anymore. This article originally appeared on Medium. You can follow me on Medium at cadvey.net/medium. When you're billing your clients, the last thing you want to waste your time and mental energy on is creating invoices. FreshBooks customers get paid an average of 5 days faster. Get your free 30-day trial at cadvey.net/freshbooks. Productivity isn't about getting things done anymore. The current productivity wisdom is all about getting things done. Now, productivity is about making creative breakthroughs happen. Getting things done brought us beyond to-do lists and priorities and made us think about breaking projects into actions and giving those actions contexts. By considering the context of our to-dos and by giving ourselves a place for the someday maybes, we've freed up our minds from the overwhelming wave of clutter delivered by our newly digital world. GTD was the killer tool of the knowledge worker, but in an increasingly distracted world where even knowledge work is threatened by technology, productivity needs to evolve once again. It's not that GTD isn't still a powerful tool for figuring out how to, get things done. It's that the criteria for what should be done is more stringent than ever. Yes, books like The 4-Hour Workweek and Essentialism have helped us recognize the power of cutting through the noise to focus on the things that will bring us the most impact with the least effort. And it's true that the ability to prioritize deep work will give you an edge over peers who are playing Candy Crush and checking their email every 5.45 minutes. But there's a realm beyond all of this. As jobs become automated, what remains of work will move up Maslow's hierarchy. The success of the elite worker will depend upon that person's ability not to get things done, but to have breakthroughs, to use access to knowledge and automation to deliver explosive ideas, to do that which only a human can do. Think 0 to 1, the idea that incrementalism holds us back from paradigm-shifting innovation, but for your own career. While technology will help us get to this level, it will also hold us back. If a chimp uses a stick to catch ants, that chimp's hand can't be used for another purpose at that moment. Likewise, a mind occupied by a news feed loses a portion of its function, a portion that is unique, essential, and full of untapped potential. So the killer tool for this new paradigm of productivity will not be an app or a smart device. It will be deep within the confines of your own mind, in your ability to take seemingly disparate elements, untapped desires, cultural trends, and unrecognized problems, and combine them for explosive ideas. The killer tool of the new paradigm of productivity will be a sort of mind literacy, the ability to reject the seemingly obvious, to listen to your inner voice, and to understand your fellow human. By arranging your work to create the conditions for insight, you can consistently create the breakthroughs this new world demands. Your designer has been lying to you. Design doesn't have to be a mystery. You can do it. Get $100 off any pay-up-front package of my flagship visual design course, D4H Video. Just go to cadavy.net/video and use the code LOVEIT on any pay-up-front package. For more on hacking your behavior to do your best work, look out for next week's episode. I'll be talking to the world-renowned behavioral scientist, author of Predictably Irrational, former colleague Dan Ariely, about using your own biases against yourself, or for your own benefit, to do your best work.
There's lots of mysteries in the universe. There's outer space, there's molecular biology, but the mystery of our own lives is really quite amazing.
If you appreciate all the work that goes into making this show, there are a few ways you can help support it. One is to subscribe on iTunes or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Just hit the subscribe button. And another is to rate the show. On iTunes, that's just a matter of clicking on the star rating. Most people give it 5 stars because, after all, you're listening to the podcast a lot, so you probably like it. The final way is to use my affiliate link when shopping on Amazon. Just go to cadavy.net/Amazon anytime you shop on Amazon, and that will magically donate a portion of your purchase toward making Love Your Work. Heck, put it in your bookmarks so you have it handy. And recently somebody bought thousands of dollars of camera equipment using that link, and that was a big help. They were probably making a corporate purchase, so keep that in mind if you make any corporate purchases, but no matter what the size of your purchase, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you like books, sign up for my reading recommendations emails. Just go to cadavy.net/reading, sign up, and you'll get my first set of recommendations right away. You'll be supporting the show if you buy any of those books through the links in the email. This has been Love Your Work, and I'm David Cadavy. The theme music for the show is More Streets, performed by Spiderflower. Love Your Work is a production of Cadavy, Inc.